This is the Lock-Picking Lawyer, and the lock I have for you today is an ABUS model XP10 Euro profile cylinder. This lock was sent to me by Victor in Austria, so Victor, thanks again for all of the great locks that you sent my way. I have to admit, when I first saw this one, I was a bit intimidated. Not only does it have that really nasty paracentric keyway, but it also has a wild looking key. We have varying depth dimples in the side of the key, and then this cutout here that I really wasn't sure what that was for. So before I dug into the lock, I did a little bit of research, and I figured out that all of the side markings for this key here, it's all passive protection. It's all for key control, nothing we have to worry about while picking. What we do have to worry about is that brutal keyway, the tough bitting, and being that it's a high-end ABUS, you better believe there'll be some security pins in there. So let's start picking and see what we find. I'm going to use top of the keyway tension with this Sparrow's pry bar type tension wrench, and then a number 7 hook in 18 thousandths. Okay, number 1's definitely binding. Got a click out of him. 2 springy. Click out of 3. Click out of 4. And click out of 5. Went into a nice deep false set. Nothing on 1. Okay, counter rotation on 2. Got him set. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. And 5. Okay, we got him set. It opened on 5. So for all of this nasty looking keyway and key, really didn't put up a lot of a fight. I was expecting more. So let's take this guy apart and we'll see what's inside. Okay, let's see what it takes to open this guy up. Looks like we have a C-clip on the back. Wow, that C-clip is not going without a fight. Come on. There we go. Whew. That was one of the tougher clips I've run across in a while. And there we go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is dump these passive pins out of the side. And they are something a bit unusual. They are varying length passive pins, which explains why we have varying depth dimples on the side of the key. And then there's a small nub that's placed into the side of the keyway right here. That's what lines up with this groove in the key. It's, I suppose, pressed into the core. It doesn't seem to be moving, so we're just going to leave it right there. Okay, number 1 key pin is a steel anti-drill. 2 is standard, 3 is anti-drill, 4 is standard, and 5 is standard. Okay, let's take a look at the driver pins. Okay, 1 is steel, standard. 2 is a brass spool. 3 is another steel, standard. 4 is another brass spool. And 5 is a narrow end modified standard, I guess. I'm not even sure what to call that. Give you a nice close-up of it though. Okay, let me bring you in for a view of all these pins. Okay, as you can see, all of the key pins are standard, with 1 and 3 being steel anti-drill pins. Then going up to the drivers, we have 1 and 3, again, steel anti-drill pins, standard, spools in slots 2 and 4, and then an unusual modified standard with narrowed ends in slot number 5. Then looking over at these passive pins, you can see they're of varying length, which is something that's relatively unusual, and that would explain our varying depth dimples in the side of the key. And then moving over to the core, nothing terribly special about this. There are slots for anti-drill protection for inserts that are not in there, but being that this lock has been cut in half, I don't know what's happened to this before it got to me. I'd assume they were either taken out or this is designed to be the inside of the lock. Okay, then we have spots for our passive pins in the side of the core, and then this press-in nub that aligns with the nub on the very end of the key. So that's all I have for you on this ABUS model XP10. Victor, thanks a lot for sending this to me. To everyone else, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.